What's up, guys? So a lot of people like Katakuri and think it's a meta unit, but guess what? I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't think Katakuri is the best slow unit anymore. All right, so let's go take a look at who I think is the new best slow unit. So there's actually, we'll bring I guess we'll just bring the best two right now. So of course, guys, we have Mochi, who people think is the best unit, and then we have who I think is the best unit because he's bug, guys. All right, so let's quickly take a look. So I'm gonna untube the orbs for both of them. All right, now personally, I think it doesn't really matter. The range stays the same roughly, so with the orbs, but like the orbs kind of tell you the real story. So I am gonna equip the orbs real quick, but just note that Katakuri is gonna get a little bit of a debuff from this, but not that much. So we'll give them both orbs, so it'll kind of exaggerate the difference a little bit. So let's give Katakuri the blue eye orb. All right. And we'll give this guy the 40% orb. And then we'll switch them as well so you guys can, kind of get a little bit of a taste. So we'll get that on Gecko. So you're going to see, it's only, what, 4 range right now difference? All right, so pretty good, pretty good. So we'll also, I guess we'll drop the orbs now. I guess people will probably just get more confused if I do that. So you're going to see that they're about the same. But what really, starts to make the difference really apparent is whenever you start to bring in your range buff unit. Now, thankfully, the thing is, range buff units back in the day, they weren't as prevalent, but now that we have this guy who is a range buff and the best damage buff, everybody's bringing range buff. So let's go hop on into training mode, and I'll show you guys the real difference. So let's go hop on in here to Misk. Now, also, one last thing to note, there is another slow unit. All right, Falcon Ascendant, so I guess we'll bring him as well, but he doesn't really count. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's get over into training mode, and we'll take a look at Gecko's bug, and I'll show you what makes him so much better than Katakuri. All right, here we go, guys. We are hopping on in. Now, let's go get these guys placed down. So you're going to notice at the start, they're very, very similar units. So look at this guy. So Gecko at the start, and then we have Mochi at the start. So one has a really big circle AoE versus, I would honestly say, the same amount of, but in a cone form. Honestly, I might even go with Gecko right now because circles and cones, circles are always better as long as they're the same size of the cone. We'll put it that way. So let's go take a look at this guy's upgrades. So he gets this upgrade, and then Shadowy Summit. Look at this guy. So his range jumps all the way up to 60. All right, he has an 8 SPA, and you're going to notice something down here, guys. He is full AoE, but you're going to notice for some reason he still has this little cone, all right? So, but you're going to also notice another thing. So I'm going to spawn in some very powerful enemies. All right, and we're just going to spawn them all in. All right, we'll just keep spawning them in, and you're gonna notice that we'll sell Katakuri too. You're gonna notice that he actually slows all of them. All right, it doesn't matter as long as they're in the range, they're getting slowed. So take a look at this. As long as they're in the range, they're getting slowed, guys. You see, all those guys got slowed, and it's gonna be even more prevalent in a second once they actually start getting a little bit farther through. Actually, let's go increase the speed a little bit. All right, so increase the speed a little bit, and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So you're gonna see that he is actually full AoE. All right, look at that. You see he's hitting all those enemies in the back in the range. Oh wait, we reached the peak amount of enemies, but you'll see he clearly is full AoE, even with the bug. So however, you're gonna notice also, look at this, guys. If you do get spikes of shadow, it'll increase his range, but he loses the AoE. So look at this. So you're gonna see he does get bigger range, but he loses his AoE, as you can see down here. So should you ever get this upgrade? I would say no, it's not worth it. So let's go take a look at his range right now. All right, so his range at this upgrade is 60, and then let's look at Katakuri's. All right, so Katakuri starts out at 40, and it goes to 50. So look at that, guys. So this is Katakuri's range, and this is his range. So you're gonna notice it is now a lot bigger. All right, look how much bigger that is. It is 10 whole spaces bigger. Now, this isn't a big deal right now, but whenever you combine the range buff with it, look at this. Holy selection, look at this now. 72 range versus a measly 60 range. So look at that, guys. Look how much bigger it is. So a lot bigger range. And the thing is, if you add the orb, let me go bring the orb real quick. All right, unfortunately, I'm not one of these people who got lucky and got the glitch double super blue eye orb, so we'll just have to equip them. But with the orb, you're gonna see his range gets freaking insane. And honestly, Katakuri's doesn't go up as much. All right, I know I'm equipping different range orbs on them, but Again, this is all I have, so you'll have to bear with me. There will be a slight advantage to Gecko here, but very slight, and it's definitely not going to be more than enough to make up for it. But look at this. This gets insane. All right, so just actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll just get rid of Mochi for now. We don't need him. So I'll just show you guys how insane this guy gets when you give him the this orb. All right, there we go. Let's go to training mode, and dude, combining this guy with the range buff is crazy. Like, this straight up shouldn't be legal. Look at this, dude. All right, so look at this. So there we go. Look at this, guys. He's already up to 76 range. And then look at this. We give him the range buff. This is just ridiculous, guys. 91 range. Look how much of the map he's hitting, guys. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that just ridiculous? 91 range. So let's go bring Katakuri now, and I'll show you guys the range difference between the two. And yes, guys, he is full AoE. It says right here, and it also says right here. So it is definitely full AoE. And you know what? Actually, we could test this again before I switch to Katakuri. We're going to bring enemies on both paths. All right? So both paths of enemies, and you're going to see how this works. So let's go spawn enemies on path. I guess we'll have high speed too. We'll put speed 3. So we'll spawn, and I'll put this guy just so we don't die. And we'll get this HP upgraded a bit. All right, there we go. So we'll spawn him on path 1 real quick. So we'll spawn a whole bunch of enemies. And then path 2. And then back to path 1. Back to path 2. All right, look at this, guys. Ready? Bang. They're all slowed. They're all slowed. Look at that, guys. Just like that. Full AoE madness, dude. All right, let's go switch to Katakuri now. So we need to compare the max ranges. So with Holy Selection, we got 91 range. And then let's go compare that to Katakuri. All right, so we're going to go unattune this orb real quick on Gecko. And we'll give it to Katakuri real quick. So let's get rid of this orb. Man, this is a pain in the butt sometimes. And then we'll give this to Katakuri. So let's go see what Katakuri's range gets up to. And then you guys can decide. I will say Katakuri does have 1 less SPA. So the question is the slightly more range worth the 1 SPA? And that's a question you're going to have to decide for yourself. So I can see some people going either way on it. But in my opinion, let's see how much the difference is, guys. All right, 91 range versus, let's see what's here. I think it's going to be like, what? 75 range, 76 range, somewhere in that. All right, here we go. Let's get this guy all the way up to max. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Some weird bug. All right, here we go, guys. So he's up to 66 range right now. All right, and then we're going to put the buff on it. Bang. 79. So you're getting an extra 12 range. All right. So you can see just how much of a difference that was. For example, if we put Katakuri right here in the middle, like, look how much less of the map he hits. However, you are gonna, oh wait, I guess it's a little bit more than that. So it's a 2 faster SPA. So you guys get to decide which one you like more. All right. Also, Gecko does look cooler, just saying. And I guess Gecko does have this option as well. If you're really down bad, you can get this AoE too. So he kind of a little bit of a hybrid there, but he does, I guess, have a little bit more 2 slower SPA. So it depends, guys, which one you like. Also, the nice thing about this guy is you can trade for him. So that's something. Versus Katakuri, who's not even the banner right now. So it's up to you guys. Let me know which one you guys think is better. You guys going with Team Gecko or Team Mochi? And do you guys think this is a bug that's going to get patched? All right, because there is a little circle here. Or do you think it's going to be permanent? Also, we'll take a look at the effects. Maybe that'll let us know if it's going to be permanent or not. Let's see here. All right, what do the effects look like for Gecko? All right, let's see here. So the effects look like... Oh, my gosh. Why are they so slow? I think Mochi's probably going to kill him as Yuni. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's get a little bit faster for Yuna here. Honestly, this looks like it could be a full AoE attack. Yeah, I guess that's still... Yeah, I don't know. It might be or might not be. But then again, I don't understand why he gets just so much worth with this last upgrade. So, I don't know. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one.